Welcome back. Rare Talks, you already know what it is. Up in the air, another episode. And I'm joined today by the best co-host.
No, like that. CEO in the building, man.
Come on. And today we're about to go in. Today's about questions that you people asked us.
You people.
So if anybody wants to ask us any questions or wants to talk about any topics, then please feel free to message us.
Yeah, man.
And also, if you haven't and you don't know about where we are right now, we're in Rare Hub Studios.
Trust me.
Yeah, the best podcast studio in the UK.
It's simple.
Yeah, right now there's a 4K camera that's filming us. 4K.
You're mad.
Where we got the mad lighting going on. And as you can see, we got a lot of stuff going on. Sound quality. So yeah, if you don't know, www.rarehub.co.uk, best podcaster studio. If you ever want to start a podcast or be a podcaster, then that's the studio that you need to be at. But moving forward quickly and swiftly, how's your week been, my bro?
Come on, man. Different days, same shit, but we're here, man. Fridays, we're always locked in, you know, like that. If it's not at the hub, then where else am I going to be, my bro?
Come on.
You know, like that.
So, this week's called Men's Mental Health, this episode. And the reason why we want to say it is because 2 in 5 men admit regularly feeling worried or low, and an increase from 37% in 2009. Also, over a third of men say social media has a negative impact on how they feel.
Of course.
The number of men who have suicidal thoughts when feeling worried or low has doubled to 10% since 2009.
Doubled, you know.
So yeah, men's mental health. What does that mean to you, my brother?
Boy, but just them statistics alone are scary, because, you know what I mean? Because I said, and you know, I'm not even a fan of this idea of safe space, fam. Like, to have to be scouting places so you can talk, that's mad. I feel like it should be on your doorstep, you know, like that. I feel like men should be able to be told that they can be speaking on any platform or any time, any place, but society, the media, and just generally the message that they're trying to push is that, you know what I mean, it's not really a thing for a man to be like speaking out on these feelings and unloading and that, because it makes him look like less of a man, or if a man at all, you know, like that. And most men bottle it up because, yeah, like I was saying, because they feel ashamed or embarrassed, or like they might feel like someone's gonna laugh at them. And it's a shame, because a lot of men, you find out they was holding on to shit when they decide to take their own life, bro. You know, like that. So if you hear someone pass, then you hear what they were going through, but never at the time. And even maybe man like me and you, bro, maybe we could, maybe we can hold our hand up and admit that there have been points where we might have been dismissive of bro's feelings, because we don't see it as anything big deal unless he's really trying to sit you down like that. You know, if bro comes and, yeah, man, I've had a long day, like, yeah, like you're good. So I think we're all a victim of not taking men's health like that serious, but men have a sort of very, very large suicide rate, and just things we deal with on the daily, like even separate to just women, just the struggles of being a man in this world, bro. Just day to day what we face, you know, it's like we very have to be sort of harsh and sort of sharp with how we feel and how we say, because of how we're going to be perceived by people. So yeah, for me, mental health is everything, bro. And I've always known that. And I'm very aware of it, because I think every guy's going through a period of depression or anxiety. And you have to figure it out, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, obviously mental health is everything. If your mental health is not in check, you can't function at any level. You know what I mean? And if you can't function, then you can't take care of people you love, your family, girlfriend, kids. So you have to be A1 before you be doing anything, and how you trying to move. When you wake up from where you lay your head from, it's got to be right, you know, like that. So I definitely feel like more men should be able to speak out and feel free to speak out, and especially when, you know, like me and you are able to put on a platform like this, where even a show called Empowerment, because we've changed a few lives already. Yeah. And for me, that's anything, because if you could change one, you could change 1,000. And just knowing I have that one on the CV, for me, like that, you know what I mean, that's a dub, bro. You know, like that, like it's getting this sort of traction from men who are suffering. So yeah, and obviously, bro, like mental health is everything to me, bro. And I'm glad more awareness is being spoken about now, and that's why Up in the Air, Empowerment is just too lit, fam.
I'm telling you, I feel like men's mental health is something that's never discussed. Number one is because the majority of people don't actually care about it. And number two is because obviously men they don't really speak up how they feel.
No, we don't.
And we always hide it because we've always been taught to be strong, to not show emotions and all this stuff. So we grow up with this kind of like tough exterior, but really we're actually hurting inside. And the only time a woman really gets to see that emotional side of a man is if she's with him for a long period of time. Because he has to show emotions eventually. Yeah. And then she might even think that he's weak or whatever, but like, that's being humans, I think. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to man be a punk, come home every day crying to the gang. No. But if you are like going through a loss of a loved one, you should be able to turn to your missus and say, "Babe, I ain't feeling good right now.
Of course.
I just need the yard to myself today." Like, you know what I'm saying? And she should be able to understand that. I feel like understanding in a relationship that, you know, like when you come home from work, yeah, have you ever had a woman that said, "Babes, like, how are you?" Like, and then you're like, "Yeah, I'm good. And she's like, no, but I mean, like, how are you? Like, I just want to know how you are coping. How is everything going?"
Never in my life.
And the reason being is because our feelings are never, ever looked at as like it matters. We're just meant to be strong.
Figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? And to a certain extent, we play that role and we play it really well.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? And the only time we really see emotions from the woman in the household, like a woman's over emotional. There's a period, it's this, it's that. Men's emotions are always brushed to the side, and that's the reason why toxic baby mothers and toxic women have been getting away with murder for a long period of time. Women that have been abusive and been narcissists to men are never spoken about because men are meant to be strong. You're meant to be able to deal with a woman like that.
And take all the fuckery.
Yeah, that's what woman says, "You can't handle me." Don't you get what that terminology actually means? You can't handle me. Why do I need to handle anything? Why can't we just work together upon goodness?
Simple.
Why do I have to put up with that? And that's men's mental health. Another thing that affects men's mental health is not being able to see their children.
That's a whole different bag, bro. I said I touched on it last time, but even getting into that talk is techie, man, because a lot of men are fighting right now to see their son or daughters or getting caught, or some men have given up, or some men just simply it was too much and they lost their way and, you know, they gave up fighting. And again, these women are not being held accountable, bro. Because if you truly love your son or your daughter, the last thing you should be doing is stopping the dad from seeing them. And this even extends to the idea that a woman can raise a man and she doesn't need a man around the house or just in general. And
there's so many topics that we discuss that are counter topics to other things.
Yeah.
And once you can see that, then you understand Up in the Air is probably the best show on YouTube right now.
Because we go in.
Yeah, we access topics that I don't think a lot of people are even aware of.
They're either unaware or afraid to tap into that space because of the sort of negative feedback they might get. But I don't give a fuck, bro. I ain't here for feelings. I'm here for facts, yeah? And the fact is men are suffering, yeah? And until it can sort of be sort of put in the spotlight to a point where it's highlighted and people know about it and something's being done, then cool. But it's just first and foremost, it's always the woman's feeling, how she feels, and if she's good, then I'm good. And that's mad to me. I think as a natural loving man towards a woman, our first thought is my woman's good? But I feel like very few women have the mindset of, is my man good? Like, is he coping? Has he eaten? Just basic things. I feel like it's not really with them. And I feel that's like a natural selfish trait that's inherited in a woman for her sense of entitlement, and us men prioritizing them and treating them like just God themselves, like just giving them everything without even having to ask them, do you need something, baby? Like, it's cool, I got you. So it's you know, men and women obviously not the same, but we can definitely be equal. And I think women's awareness towards men needs to be definitely highlighted and sort of brought more to the front and center, bro. Because it's like, I feel like even very few women do sort of make the point of, yeah, my man is suffering, let me cater to him. But that's very far and few between. I don't know how many women are really going hard for their man like that. And a lot of women say they love their man, but they don't got them like that. I don't know about you, bro, but when it comes to love women, I love hard, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And I don't know if there's a thing that's too hard, but I become like sort of protective, jealous, overbearing, like maybe just possessive to the idea of she's mine, so I just try to ensure that on every level. Even the idea of another guy looking at my girl sideways is crazy, and that's just the natural emotional high I have when I'm locked in with a woman and I feel a type of way of her, you know, like that. And I think even that's sort of taken out of fucking context when man say possessive and jealousy. It's like, no, you're mine type shit. Like, you're mine and I'm here to love you. You only need my love. You only need my compliments. You only need my attention. Like, but to some women's idea, that's like, oh, why is he so... It's like, well, we got into this thing as a partnership. We're meant to better each other, elevate and take it to a new space. So it's like, this idea that you're going to get with me and I'm going to let you have hot girl summer still is madness.
Madness.
It's mad, isn't it?
Madness.
I don't know why they want... I don't know, it's scary. In this day and age, we have women who want to be in relationships but still being able to live a single life. I don't know how the two work. I really don't know how that works, bro.
And I'm just going to give some examples of men going through emotional trauma and not being able to speak of it. So I don't know if everybody's aware of the situation that's just transpired on the internet of Johnny Depp.
Oh, yeah, I saw that the other day.
Flipping
the
hell,
streaming
the
thing.
poor guy, bro.
What did she do to him again?
Bro, Johnny Depp is peak, bro.
What is
Bro, it's deep.
It was in court and then she admitted to doing and saying things to him in regards to...
Bro, he was basically... Bro.
Yeah. But she admitted to a lot of it, didn't she?
Bro, paint him with a bloody finger, leaving fecal matter in bed.
Belly. I saw that. That's disgusting, man.
Like, the girl was a narcissist.
But I haggy shit and stuff. I've seen too many good men fall, yeah, to know that it's a thing. Like, it's real. My guy really talks like he's still in the Pirates of the Caribbean though, fam.
Bro, this is deep. You know why this is deep here? Because men will never go on TV and say a woman punched in my face.
True.
Because it just feels like you're the ultimate bitch now.
Well, almost like you gotta just hold it and just firm it and be like, yeah, it happened, didn't it?
You know what I'm saying?
Rather than go and say it.
So, you know what?
Got banged, yeah. Violence is real, you know. You know, a lot of men get like beat up by women, you know.
Yeah, his career's over. He said, my career's over. Even though he got found not guilty, his career's over.
Because the stain of even having to do this will bring so much negative spotlight on him that he can't really like overcome it. And I don't know, like I've seen too many good men before. Even the other day, was it yesterday when I posted fucking DJ Envy. DJ Envy's woman was like, yeah, I was faking orgasms for 10 years. I'm like, what? And the camera goes, I thought I was pleasing my wife and I thought it was like this, and then yeah, he cheated on me. I'm like, bro, every time I see good men keep falling, yeah, I'm thinking the idea of marriage becomes less and less, because marriage just seems like a perfect image of a picture with two people that is not based on any happiness. It's just they want their wedding, they want the pictures, and they want to be like, I'm married, but marriage just doesn't have the same sacred bond it used to, man.
No, it doesn't.
It really don't, man.
It doesn't. And I think that men's mental health in marriage is always
ridiculous.
Yeah, because women, from what I've seen nowadays, and I'm not belittling the women that have gone through it, but there's a lot of women online coming forward saying they're going through domestic violence and blah, blah, blah. But the same amount of women that are coming forward saying they're domestic violence, a lot of them were actually abusers in their relationships to the men. But the men will never come forward and say that, because for a woman having a sad story and running with it is a way of getting sympathy.
Yep.
And sympathy is a drug to some women.
It is.
And clout is another drug to some women. You know what I'm saying? They want to go on the internet. I believe if a man is really an abuser, then call the police on him and get him arrested that he doesn't do it to the next victim and he learns a lesson from it.
For real.
To let that man to just do a video on the internet and try to embarrass him is not going to get the right justice done for somebody who's doing that. That's for any man out there that's doing that.
Trust me.
So, yeah, man, I feel like men, they never speak about the abuse that they go through, mental abuse as well, which I believe scars people deeper than physical, because I feel like physical, you can heal, but with mental, it could be with you for 10, 15 years.
That's true.
It's like a scar is never healing. That makes sense.
All in the mind,
Because it's in the mind. So
that's mad though.
It's a topic that a lot of men don't discuss, and that's where men start to become suicidal. And like you hear a man say he was in a relationship today and dumped tomorrow, but a man will never ask a man what happened in your relationship.
Yeah, for real.
It's not a question that we talk, innit?
It's just our ended. So.
And that's why it leads us on to our most important question. How do we support men that are going through, just going through it? Like, how do we support them?
What do you mean, like what? Because if it's a close friend or family, it's different, innit? Yeah, but even the whole, like I think you know what, men need to take it upon themselves to sort of make an outreach for other men, like just through their own setup. So even our thing we're doing with the live about mental health and WhatsApp group, that's big steps, man. Like to try, because it's like I generally care about men, and when I hear women bashing men, even if I don't know him, I instantly get a bit hostile because I'm just thinking I know where that's coming from. Like it's because I think women will very easily sort of spout out things about men, even if it's not that real deal or the actual story. Because for me, whenever you speak to a guy generally about a situation, he's calm and collected and speaks in a normal tone so you can receive it. But so a guy might sort of speak about a woman, but a woman will sort of bash a guy. It's different. Like, so a guy might explain his situation, what he's dealing with, in a very sort of calm, mature manner, or just keep it very simple. But a woman will have a list of 101 things of why a guy ain't shit. And this is the same guy that like they decided to lay down with, maybe build a family or try to have a serious relationship. And that's what really gets me. It's like women are too quick to call men like deadbeats and they ain't shit. But this man, you still lay down with him and all these things. So it's just like there's no.
The counter argument they're gonna say is that I never knew he was like this.
Well, then it's like, you needed to scope my man out a bit, or women need to stop pressing for relationships or just wanting to be in one. Listen, man, if I was seeing a girl for 3 months and like I moved in with her, the first thing someone's gonna say is, "Fuck me, bro, you moved in after 3 months."
Thank you.
That's how little 3 months is.
Yep.
Very little. I remember when I was younger, my mum said to me, like, date a girl for a while to see how she is. She goes, I said, how long for? She said about 6 months. My mum encourages 6 months to date a woman to really get a feel for her. Yeah. But trust me, a woman will stick it on you and start saying, oh, but we've had sex going out, I want to be a girlfriend, or are we exclusive, are we not? And I think that the emotional side always leads them to make rash decisions that aren't necessarily beneficial or even a good decision at the time. And that's a real big problem, Like, as I said, it all links into mental health, bro. Like, I think the number one reason why guys aren't marrying anymore is because they've realised it's like you can't win. Marriage is like you're stuck in a system with a woman who's going to change like the weather, not really taking the accountability, and always going to find a reason to blame you. And that reality just screams mental health. And it's not a reality that I choose to be a part of, bro. So, you know what I mean? For me, I've definitely taken the conscious decision to say I'm not getting married. And you know what I mean? Who knows? Never say never. And the right woman might change in my life and make me for the better and say some things to me. But I can't, I can't see it anymore, bro.
That's crazy. Because that's crazy.
That's what we are, though. That's what we are.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For a lot of men as well.
I feel like men need a support network that is pertinent to them. And that's why if you want to join our support network, if you look at the link in the bio, you'll be able to join it. You know what I'm saying? The ways of how to do it. There'll be a special link that we'll post in there, and it will just be only for men.
Only men.
And it's a men's support network. What we're also doing is we're opening up a service that's one-on-one that you can be with me or C or whichever one you feel comfortable with. If you are going through some issues and problems, then we'll send you of what to do and how we can support you. The best way we can support you. We're not support workers. We're not all of them workers, but we are. It's two men that care about other men's mental well-being.
Talk the thing.
Yeah, that's what we are.
Talk the thing.
That's what we can be. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with the life experience that we got, we can help to the best of our abilities. And I say to the best of our abilities because that's all we can do to the best of our abilities. So yeah, man. Men's support network is so important. Now let's get to these questions that these people was asking us this week, on Insta. So everyone, whenever I ask for questions,
I'm with you,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, obviously people's asking us questions this week. So I'm going to get into a few of them. And
Got you.
so I was asking people, what's their toxic feminism? I don't know what that is.
I don't know either. It sounds fucked up. Toxic feminism is like.
Oh, there's a topic here. It says men who love white gal or anything that ain't black and hate the black sisters. Let's talk about that.
I don't hate black sisters at all.
I don't hate black sisters either.
Like where that come from? I think the idea that if I'm with a white girl, then I must hate black sisters. See, it's different. I think there isn't any black man who. I don't think any black man who dates outside of his race should then talk bad about his own race. Of course, that's sort of retarded.
But he can say that I prefer,
of course,
this thing to the person that he's with.
Of course,
what's wrong with that?
There's not, because I think a black girl might feel like a black guy has white favoritism because almost like he's taking the easy way out or he couldn't handle us. And again, even when you touched on the idea of you can handle me, repeat that many, many times and see how it doesn't make sense. I shouldn't have to handle anything. It should just come set, ready made. You know what I mean? And if I'm gonna date outside my race and have a better experience in dating, I'm going to do that. I put myself first. I love women and I'm attracted to women across the board. I don't have a one set race rule for myself. So, you know, if you see me with a white girl, then it's because I'm generally happy, or she makes me happy, or we're a good match. We have chemistry. There's compatibility, but it's not just anger or hate towards black women. Not at all. Like I said, I've never dragged a black woman in my life. My son's black, you know what I mean? And obviously my mum's sisters and black women are beautiful. That's fine, but it doesn't mean I have to date them. I don't owe you allegiance. I'm not like, I don't have to sort of continue this trend of like black on black or whatever. No, listen, everyone's interracial dating these days. It used to be taboo. Now it's standard to a point where everyone's mixing of all races, of all background. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I think black women need to just realize that if you see a black man with a black woman, so a black man with a white woman, he probably genuinely likes her.
Do you know what my friend said to me? And
genuinely.
This is what my friend said to me, and I could really relate to what he said. He said, the reason why I'm not with a black girl at the moment, and I'd pick any other nationality other than black, is because the black girl that I want, I lost, and she's with someone else.
Damn.
I don't want, there's no other black woman that is like her. So I might as well go to something else so I don't have flashbacks of her.
That's mad.
Because she's just the peakest woman in the world. She's the best woman I ever had.
You lost her.
Because I will never get someone on that level again, I don't even want to be with no things that are black. I'd rather be with a white thing and I'll be the top peak of her.
Right.
Or be with an Asian thing and I'm with the top pair Asian thing. Because you never really see black men with like low level things from other nationalities. Not to be rude, but if you see a black man with a white thing, he's always picking the bangingest white thing.
Baddie.
You know
more times than not, yeah.
If you see the ones that are picking the 2%ers, it's because them men are like looking for a place to live, or they're broke, or they're homeless. That's when they're just like, that's survival. But like the man that got their things ready and they got their money and they got their little thing, they're picking the top quality. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And they're coming.
So
no arguments, boy.
But yeah, men that love white women over black women, I don't see anything wrong with having a preference. Let's get this right first of all. Yeah, I'm not gonna entertain I'm not gonna entertain a discussion that is foolish. Everybody is entitled to their preference, whatever that is. Yeah, nobody should be able to dictate to another individual what they can and cannot do.
Right.
As a grown-up adult in the 21st century, doesn't make sense. What I will say is that when black men do get with other nationalities women, don't be bashing black women like your mum ain't black, bro.
For real,
that's dead out here. Yeah, but I rarely see that because I don't be around people that, even if you're with a white thing, you couldn't be around me and be like, oh, them dead black things in the corner. I'll be like, oh, chill, bro. You on?
Yeah. Ain't that deep.
Bro, chill, bro. Though you on, man? Chill. You on, man?
Because I think we've all got experience, and to be fair, I think it's very common hearing a black guy say either she was too loud, had too much attitude, like was too aggressive. It's quite common. So when something keeps getting echoed, you start to believe it after a while. Like this must be the case because I just keep hearing it. And it's the last thing you want in a relationship is for things to be difficult. Yeah, that's the last thing you want, because otherwise I wouldn't get into it. And like I said, it's, you know, like they might say, oh, like these black guys are getting white girls because they're easy. It's like, no, they're easier to talk to hang out with, to sort of go for a drink with, to communicate with. That's different. But the hostile approach doesn't help the idea of black men leaving black women. And that's the thing, you know. I think, put it this way, all the good black men are taken. So that's probably why you probably can't find one anyway. And then the thing is, a perfect black guy might pull up, and a black girl will either friend zone him or just put him to the side anyway.
Thank you.
You know, like that. It's like you can't have your cake and eat it. Yeah, listen, man. Like shit go one way. You either make your mind and decided it. See, most women don't know what they respond to. Yeah, they say one thing but do another. Me, I know what I'm about. I say shit straight, and that's just how it is. So, yeah, man. So there's no hate in my heart to black women at all. In fact, I love black women, and it'll remain like that until I die. But it just doesn't mean I have to date them. So if you see me with a white girl, be easy, innit? I let up on that whole idea of I'm trying to get back. You know, I fuck with them heavy, same way. And you know, like me, and I don't discriminate to any race or any type of background that I can deal with. So yeah, man, you know what I mean? Lose that mindset. It's not the case. Because when I see a black girl with a white guy, I couldn't care less. Yeah, that's not my business, and I
feel like we need to stop putting everyone in the same bracket as well. So like we're all different individuals with different things that we like.
We are.
Some people like brown rice, some people like white rice.
Okay.
But I feel like with a lot of black women, they get mad at black men for going for other nationalities, not realizing that sometimes maybe you're a problem. Maybe you're the problem to that last relationship, and that you traumatized the poor man. Accountability, bro. I'm not out of bashing black women. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that raw. You generally do need to look in the mirror if that's what you. Because if I see a black woman with a white man, I'm not gonna think, oh, all black men. Oh, you don't see a traitor or this and that, and oh, you just love of white men. I'm just gonna think she's happy with him. I wish you nothing but success.
That's it.
I don't know why I don't find it a problem in my mind.
That's it.
I don't find it a problem. I don't be going around like white men are stealing all the black. I don't care, bro.
I just don't care.
I don't care. It's not really my business, if I'm honest.
Like enjoy and live your life.
Live your life, bro. What the hell is that got to do with me, bro?
If I'm out here living my life, getting it in, dating, whatever, then I'm not gonna get out my way to sort of start hating on the black girl. It's like okay, cool. You know what I mean? If that's your setup, then live that, man. I'm not here to watch face and observe and make comments on shit that's not my own situation, because I won't speak on that. All I know is if I'm happy, I'm gonna do what's best for me every time. Yeah, I'm not living my life to please anyone but myself. So call me selfish if you want, and that's cool. But that's where I'm taking it, man. That's where I'm coming. I put myself first, you know, and so whether they're white, black, purple, whatever, who I'm with is who I'm with. And, you know, it's not good to hate on any level, because hate doesn't bring anything positive.
Trust me.
You know, like that. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think you just need to stay over there, focus on what you're doing. And if you do come across a good black guy and you think it's for you, then... You know what I mean? Then you deal with that. There's enough chocolate to go around. Don't worry, man. There's not a shortage of black men, I can promise you. But for how you treat them, and now black men are wising up and they're not taking no shit no more, you're going to have to come correct. So you're going to have to let your guard down, bring the barrier down, and let us in. Because, you know what I mean? If black women want to feel loved, then you have to know how to be loved, or what it's like to feel love.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Everyone's screaming, I want love, but don't know how to receive it.
Don't know how to receive it. And when they do get it, then they fall apart because they don't know what love is. So
Real love,
I feel like that brings us on to another topic. Women that grow up without fathers and then they get with men and then they take it out on the men because they never had fathers. That's
pretty deep, bro. Because a man would never be thinking that. How do you ever be thinking that? Like coming from daddy issues, that's a big red flag, boy. Daddy issues, you know. Growing up without the male in the house and then taking it out on the black man, like I don't even know how to unpack that, because that's coming from a place of resentment from her upbringing. But I ain't got nothing to do with me. And if you're saying that could be an attachment to a point where a woman can be overly aggressive towards a man for the lack of man in the lack of man in the house being her father, and then she dates a black man and starts grilling him because that's bad. That's mad. And the fact that it can even stem that deep is mad. I wouldn't even think those things are even a thing, bro.
I just know for a fact that women that do have daddy issues, they do take it out on men that they do get with sometimes. From the expectations that they have from men,
right?
They're unrealistic. It's like they don't want a partner, they want a father. And I feel like a lot of men get into them type of relationships and not realize that they're in relationships where they're a father to their woman. They're not a partner. They're not a husband. They're not they're not their man. They're their father. And that's why, as much as people might think that it's a nice sexual thing to make a girl call you daddy, it's actually weird when you really think about it, you know. Deep.
Of course it's weird.
You know, like
daddy,
after
you know.
Oh, come on, daddy, can I get daddy? And it's like, I'm like, I don't know, like for me, it gets a little weird after a while. If a girl keeps saying,
okay, daddy, you're my daddy. It's like, wait, what am I?
She said, can I get daddy? Like you're thinking, what kind of daddy issues do you actually have?
It's true. Imagine that we're around, like, Imagine if you were like, thanks, mommy. Imagine, that'd be weird, man.
Thanks, mommy. Come, can I get some of that mommy? Do you know how messed up that sounds? But a girl can say it to a man and it sounds normal. So I feel like that's a red flag for me in a woman when she says that to me. Call me anything. Let me call you anything. But don't call me, I don't want to be called daddy, bro.
Fam, it's worse. In America, it's zaddy. Ain't even daddy, because it's zaddy. They made it all sexual. Okay, daddy, you thinking raw? Listen, Dodie, because that would make it weird if you had a daughter. If you had a daughter that was like 18, and then she was calling her boyfriend. That's like, oh my god, that's
madness.
That's all mad, bro. I don't even want them visuals like in my head. But daddy issues is
it's real.
It's a real thing. And I said the fact that you can tie all these things and put it together and make a case for just how women behave is very, very. It's scary because it just seems like it could be coming from so many places. And that's just mad, bro. Like, the idea of hating me because your dad went around and so now you're trying to mold me into that dad, or sort of coming at me because that sort of figure went around. But it's like, I'm not even part of that setup or family. That's a bit crazy. And then they're holding me to a standard that I don't even know what exists in their head, and they're just sort of running that on me. And it's like...
That's it.
That's mad, bro.
That's why you got to be careful and you got to do your little... Your DBS checks on these girls. You know? I feel like men don't do enough checks on women, and I'm guilty of this. I'm so guilty of this.
I'm guilty.
Like not realizing how messed up a woman is.
It's true.
And then when you do realize, you feel like you're in too deep. That now you're emotionally bonded, you're trauma bonded to this woman.
It's too late.
So I feel like men need to. Once you hear, you get all the information you need. Like, yeah, I was a stripper. Yeah, I used to sell my body. Yeah, I was on Snapchat twerking. Yeah, I'm a this, yeah, I'm a that. I feel like instead of saying, oh, you know what, you can change and all this, because you know what, they say that old habits die hard. Old habits die hard, bro.
Well, no, bro, the saying makes sense, man. But even still, man, like I said, I think you definitely have to scout. Like everyone's on, it's all just rushing in to get a relationship, rushing in for a status, rushing to do this. Take time and chill with it, man. I know we're not getting younger, but there's too much accessibility online. So one argument and people are going back to like the dating apps, Tinder or Hinge, and just jumping back on the same night and swiping to find something else. Like, so the idea of building things or working things out is a myth nowadays. People aren't on that no more. What she say about me? Alright, cool. Rachel, like come through later because like, yeah, I want stuff. And it's just, building is just non-existent, bro. Build what? Build who? Like, it's just because we live in a time where both men and women can replace each other the same day, actively as well, with very minimal effort, and that's just where we are as a society, as sort of the current generation, and just sort of how we are, man. And that's why the best thing I ever done was delete dating apps, because now I'm not a part of that toxic life. I'm just sort of off it, doing me, seeing whoever, and just keeping myself to myself, but. Yeah, man, relationships are not something you want to rush into, man. I don't need the status and I don't need the headache or the stress or the drama. You know what I mean? Like, nah, man. I'm doing other things in my life to like distract me from the idea that I have to have a woman. A woman with my life would be nice as long as she's the right woman. But I don't want a woman. I don't want a woman just to have one, because that never goes well. So yeah, man. You know what I mean? If they've got any issues, you got to scout that. You got to do your homework. You got to research it. You got to take your time. There's no need to make her your wife after a week. If it's gonna be 3 months or 6 months or whatever you want to call it, that's fine. But a lot of men are getting set up because they haven't really done their research and they're finding out things too late. And by the time they're invested and they feel like, I can't leave or I don't want to leave, then it gets more mad. Now you're like, I don't know how to leave her. She don't know how to leave me. And then the toxicity starts. And then you're going back and forth and now you can't break it. And you know it's bad for you, but you're staying anyway. Feelings get invested and it's all sticky, bruv. Yeah, so just take your time. Don't rush into nothing. Find out who you're dating. Get a feel for them. And if they're not on your wave, fall back and do your thing. If a woman's going to pressure you into a relationship, then it's probably a red flag from there, bro. I'm telling you, man. There's no need for I don't need the status. Work on you before you work on someone else, man. Big man out here, man. I need that finished product. I don't want to work in progress, fam. Forget that.
Why not?
I need it because I feel like I've fixed many. I feel like on my journey to becoming who I am today, I've fixed a lot of women who weren't ready for relationships, and I'm mentally exhausted. I can't do it anymore. I can't fix a situation. I can't be fixing lives for forever. I can't just keep invested hours and hours of investment into women just for her to be ready for a new nigga when she leaves me. No.
That's kind of peak still.
Do you know what I mean? Women, you need to come ready, packed, sealed and delivered like Amazon Prime to my yard, boxed, just there. I can't be having you damaged in transit and coming to me and I got to deal with that and I can't get a refund. No, because you need to come with it, yeah? And that's just me. There might be men out there who are willing to take damage or women who are figuring it out, and I respect it, but I've done it once too many times. And a woman who comes ready like packet rice, cause just there microwave when it's done, you know, like that. I need that swiftness in my life now, man. So I haven't got energy no more. I'm getting old, fam. I've got grey hairs now, cause don't like that.
Straight.
I need to just have it prime and ready. Let's go.
But I don't think women understand what you just said.
What do you mean?
Like, they will never understand that for men, we need women to understand us a little bit better. And that is a big problem that we have at the moment, the understanding of a man and a woman.
Right.
Because a woman doesn't really know her role. Let's keep it real. A woman doesn't actually know her role.
No, they don't.
And the thing is, they want men to know their role, but they don't want to know their role. It's
mad.
like I can be everything, but nothing at the same time. But you have to be everything and everything at the same time.
And then some.
That's crazy, bro. We need to be people that are literally are smart, man. Because this is crazy, bro.
That's a very good way you put it, though. A woman wants a man to know his role and hers. That's mad. So a woman can just sort of just wing it and let a guy lead her into promised land without even knowing the direction she's meant to have.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
So I want, like, I'm gonna take all your money, and I'm not doing no housework. How about that?
Basically, that's basically what's like a slap in the face, isn't it? You're gonna go work and provide for us, and I'm just sort of gonna just be
so
here.
What are you gonna do? Well, sometimes I help you. Sometimes. This is
every day. Every fucking day you're gonna help me, yeah?
And it's crazy because even that talk is just a weird conversation. That's just a whole weird conversation.
That would you.
So I think like we need to start working on becoming best versions of ourselves, all of us, males and females.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Two to tango, man. Unity and all of that stuff. But too much is placed on the man, man.
100%.
A man's got to know everything, and if you don't, you're right out here. You know what I mean? Come like Dragon's Den. No thanks, but I'm out. Yeah, and that's just what I got to be, man.
All right, I'm gonna give you a quote. Yeah, Young Teflon. Shout out to Young Teflon. We're gonna pull it on the screen. Yeah. He says, "Don't date if you have poor communication skills. Everyone can spare 1 minute to reply. Send a text, especially if they're online all day. And anyone who says they're too busy just don't like you that much."
She don't rate you, or she's got low attraction or low interest. If a woman wants you, you will know from the gate. A woman will make it very, very evident she likes you, bro. Very, very quickly. constant messages or checking to see how your day was, asking when can we meet, offering you ride, cooking you dinner. A woman with low attraction is very easy to spot out. All the men there who are double texting women and over ringing off their line and getting frustrated because they're not meeting them, you don't rate yourself, man. You need to put yourself in a higher bracket, brother. Yeah? Stop putting pussy on a pedestal. Invest in yourself and the rest should come to you. So that quote couldn't be more true. It's not hard to send a text. It's really not. Just let me know where you're at or what you're doing. Send me a text, reply to me, let me know.
Especially if the person's online all day. So for instance, I'm a person, yeah, like I'm online like majority of the times, yeah. People think that I'm online too much, yeah, but what I do is I'll post something and then jump off.
Okay.
I do that because for algorithms and all that stuff, because I understand the internet a little different to everyone else. So I'll post it and then jump off the internet. Right. Like I just posted something on Tik like an hour ago and I've jumped off. I haven't touched it. And I won't touch it until about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And my views will go high. I actually understand it. But, all right, I posted something an hour ago. She said she was sleeping, but she still saw it. Bruv, she's not interested in you. Let me just put it out there to all the men, yeah? If a girl ghosts you on the first or the second date, yeah, don't wait for the third one to be like, oh, why are you doing this to me? Like, bro, listen to this. And this is actually real life. I will never forget one day I was with a girl, yeah? And I was on a Snapchat and some guy sent her a message saying, he sent her one song about, girl, you and I don't know, low blow, I need you in my life, I don't need you solo. And she was laughing, saying, why is he sending me this cringy stuff? And in my back of my mind, I'm like, you know how us men, we think we're being romantic, we're being nice.
Of course.
And we're in our feelings. Girls are sitting there thinking, you beep, beep, beep. That's what she's thinking in her head.
True.
You are a punk, beep, beep. That's what she's thinking, bro. So now, I've like, bro, see when I see them like that, I'm like, all right, cool. You know what? If a girl asks you what you listen to, tell her drill, bro.
Drill?
Straight. Do you know why? If you tell her that you listen to this nice romantic, she's going to think you're a simp. Oh, girls have mad things in their minds, bro.
They do.
And you'll be surprised, most girls are on this thing anyway.
True.
It's mad. They're all tapped in their own selves. You're thinking she's an all good girl. If you're talking about a mature woman, that's different. But you're talking about a little girl. She's going to be on little girl stuff, bro. So
yeah, you're right with that. Seen it all the time. Like little girl making little girl moves, man.
Alright, question for you. So you and this girl that you're seeing had an argument. Yeah? She goes online and starts posting nice pictures of herself.
She's fishing, fam.
What do you mean? Explain to people.
She's fishing. Anytime you see a girl start posting pictures of her on a night out or in her best outfit or just in a room like posing with makeup on her dress, she's fishing for man. Or she's signaling to man and putting it out there, I'm actively ready and available. Yeah, that's all it can mean, bro. Yeah. If she's had the same picture for 4 months and all of a sudden she's changed 3 in an hour, she's a hoe. Yeah. She's looking for the guys. Listen, yeah. She's looking for the guys to pull up. That's all it can mean. Anytime you see a girl's picture suddenly change a few times, or status updates, or WhatsApp pictures, she's fishing because she wants other man to holler to let her know she's available without saying she's available.
So what do you think happens when she posts them pictures?
She's getting DMs saying, are you okay? Or you're right? Do you want me to come over? And she knows that because, especially if she's attractive, a woman can always count on a man coming to her aid.
Ooh, say that again for them.
Bruv, a woman can always count on a man to come to her aid. No matter the time, day, location, or weather, he's going to pull up to ensure she's okay. A woman can fire out a DM to the right guy at 2 in the morning and say, babe, I'm lonely. Can you come over for cuddles? He's like, let me just put my Nikes and my sliders and that. And he will go around her and spoon her and not even get sex and be like, I'll do anything for you, Them man like that, yeah.
He's for the streets.
He's for the streets. And you know what, yeah? My guy, in his head, my guy's dick is dripping, yeah? And her back off is just grinding, making all of his juices going all up in his tracksuit or his boxers, yeah. And the worst thing is, she'll be bending it, probably in it, yeah. And my guy's laying there, literally in a position where if he push a nigga to the side, he can just start humping it, yeah? But she's like, no, nigga, remember, I just want the cuddles. No, nigga. Down, boy. Just slap him up. That's what it is. See? Because man are not slick, Man are not slick. Every man knows if a girl says I want company, I want cuddles, it's with the potential of fucking. No man goes just to hug outright and know it's just hugging. He's gonna hug her and think maybe she's gonna free up her tongue if I hug her long enough, and she feels this stiff thing up on her bunda, yeah, that she's gonna let off the man. But when man realizes he drove 2 hours in the rain playing Usher, yeah, talking about you got it bad, and he realized, yeah, that she ain't giving sex, yeah, he's gonna probably kiss her on the forehead, say, get some sleep, and my guy's gonna be doing 200 miles an hour on the motorway. He's angry at life, cuz, yeah, playing like Little John, like old school Little John, crunk shit. Yeah. yo, ain't shit. Fuck, he gonna be amped up, cuz, yeah? My man's busting through bare red lights on the way home, angry, cuz. Fucking my guy ain't even flicking the windshield wipers. He's just driving with bare wet windshield, fam, angry. And she there thinking, oh, he was nice. Thinking, bitch, nigga. Told you, bro, what did you think, man? Went around there for cuddles. Man up, yeah?
Never.
We don't do this cuddle thing.
We don't do that stuff.
Allow it. If you're not freeing up ton, I'm not coming at 1 a.m., 1 p.m. It don't matter. It's gotta be for that.
I feel like once a girl says she's coming to your house past 2 o'clock, if it's not for sex,
you gotta be on stuff.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. You gotta be on stuff. I feel like don't put yourself in that position as a woman, and men don't put yourself in that position as a man.
Don't accept it.
Let that information be as clear as day. Sign the NDA. Sign the non-disclosure agreement.
Non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah,
it's going down. It's going down. And again, this is man. I think it goes hand in hand. You got a man who's opportunist and who's gonna try to get pum. Then you got the girl who's naive to believe that a man will come
and not try. That's mad.
That's
bro, that's crazy.
That's just dumb.
See, I'm telling you that don't even make sense, bro. If you tell me out my house, you've drove me out my house in the night, I could have been in my bed sleeping,
chilling,
and you're telling me now you've come over, nothing's gonna happen. Do you know in my mind, yeah, there's no point in me even coming over. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying
no, it is right.
That's madness.
Do you know why it's right? Because you have no obligation to leave your house at 2 a.m. to go and see anyone if it's not an emergency or like it's something because like, you know, something where it's going to benefit you. If you could be in your bed warm, going to sleep, closing your eyes and just having nice dreams, whatever, that's you. But to think, listen, unless she's coming, see, it's different now. If a girl says, oh, I'm just coming from a night out, I'm in a whip, I'm driving, I'll stop by and see you, can you come down and talk to me? Maybe, because she's coming to me and I'm just going downstairs.
Yeah.
But if you think I'm flying across the waters to see you and laying there to hug and then go to my yard and then now I'm going back with like...
lost your damn mind.
Now I've got blue balls on my way back to North.
You lost your mind.
Allow it, fam.
You lost your mind.
I'm telling you, because if she's nice and she's got bunda, yeah, fam, I'm telling you, fam. Man, like man's thing will just start dripping, cuz. Yeah, the pre-cum is going, fam. Yeah, that light grey liquid is out in effect, fam.
That make no sense, bro.
And I'm looking to get the full yam sauce coming out. Yeah, so men need to stop accepting women's stupid offers, and women stop needing to making dumb offers to men. So women shouldn't create dumb offers, and men should accept dumb offers, and we'll be in a better place.
All right, last question just before we go. All right, so look. There was a video that I posted earlier about a man. The girl said she ghosted him 14 times, and he was asking her why she done it.
I saw that, fam.
What's your take on it?
I don't know how he got to 14. That's my take. He don't rate himself. He
doesn't respect himself.
Doesn't respect himself. 14 times. One time is enough for me. I'm lying. The most I've ever taken is like twice. Like as in, so ghosted the first, she came in the second. That's the most I've done. But the second time, she was very apologetic, said sorry, and then we got on and done our thing, so I let it slide. But 14 times, he didn't rate himself, she didn't rate him, there was nothing gonna happen. They could have easily communicated that. The fact that he kept saying, can we meet? She's like, yeah, and then no. I just think he's an idiot. That is the definition of like a beta simp, fam. 14 times. Take away the 4, and that's what it should have been. 1, yeah? And each time she said no, or didn't turn up, and he still was DMing her, he got further away from the prize. It was never going to be his. The whole time she was cancelling them, someone else must have been blowing her back out, There's no way a woman cancels a guy 14 times and entertains him and is not getting blown out by someone else. It's impossible.
I feel like respect yourself, big man. Respect your rascal self.
Simple.
Once a woman goes to you once, she's already told you everything you need to know.
That's it.
But you know what? For argument's sake, for the sake of getting the nyash, man, I'll try again.
Of course.
Do me the second time, I'm blocking your number. Do you know how fast I block your number?
Block the leaks.
I block people's numbers so fast and take them off my Instagram so fast that they have to send me an email or something, or like call me on private number and say, why did you block me? That's how fast I am at blocking.
Right.
As soon as I stop talking to you and you do something to me, as soon as we jump off that call, I'm blocking you straight away.
She's gone.
I'm not even like wasting like 5 seconds of my time. I'm blocking you straight away. Right. I don't want nothing to do with you. What for? What have you got for me now? Get out of here, bro. What can you do for me? You're going to give me more headache and stress and aggro. No, I'm all right, bro. Do your thing. I ain't dealing with that.
My guy needs to rate himself. Man, the fuck up and grow some balls, because there's too much gal out there to be stressing over one. Yeah? If you're a decent looking guy, you can bag a few, man. Yeah? Don't be invested in a woman to a point where you're being embarrassed and just taken for a mockery and she doesn't rate you anymore. And this is now what you've become. You've lowered your standards by a woman who you believe to be whatever she was, probably just to find out that she's just like every other woman, yeah? Rate yourself, yeah? Don't lower your standards, bro. Don't let a woman make you feel like you have to beg and chase, because chasing a woman is always going to be a waste of time.
Bro, if you're chasing a woman, then what it means is that the woman has low interest in you.
Very low.
Low interest means that she doesn't value you. Not valuing you at the start of the relationship doesn't change in the relationship. Really, if she gets into that relationship, it's for pity, and then eventually she cheats or she leaves you. Mm-hmm. That's it. I already know when a girl has low interest in me. I know it, because girls that have high interest in you, they call you a lot.
Trust
they're
me.
on to you. It's like you're trying to get away from them and they just won't leave you alone.
Right, effortless.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the women that have high interest and shout out to the men that have low interest. But we're out. Another episode done. Go subscribe if you haven't already.